The culture, the crazy people that we have that work here, and how we get along as one big, happy, dysfunctional family.
My favorite thing about working here would be that it's never boring.
You know, you're never going to work and having the same set of problems or the same set of issues or the same set of personalities. Everything's different every day, all day long.
I truly believe that the team that I work with in accounting, sales, everybody, we're a unit, and I enjoy being able to come and just hang out like we're family.
I love the people I work with and how much fun we all have together. It's a family, and I can't say that about my previous jobs.
I am the person they call when they need assistance with something, so I never can plan my day in terms of like what's going to happen. You know, I love when a customer calls and they may have a small issue, but they're a little upset about it. But by the time we get off the phone, they're thanking me and telling me how glad they were they came here because they knew we'd make it right. And so that is very rewarding at the end of the day. I would definitely say it always comes back to taking ownership for me. The truth of the matter is we all make mistakes, things are going to happen. I think the first step is just taking ownership and saying, you know what, yes, I dropped the ball, I should have done a better job, but now that I know, I can learn from that and I'll never do it again, or I'll do better next time. And to me, that's a huge play in not only my professional life, but my personal life as well. So that's the most important one to me.
Celebrate small successes. I'm an upbeat person, and I enjoy, other people being happy. And the older you get, it's more fun to give than it is to receive.
For me, it's kind of a tie between learn to earn and take ownership. When you have pride in your work, I think that take ownership and learn to earn, they really kind of go together. Those are big ones for me.
The core value for me is learn to earn. I believe that if you're not learning, you're dying. And you should always want to grow into more, whether it be more professional, your skills, your development, hobbies, something like that. You should always be learning.
The biggest one is honestly taking ownership. When we work with individuals, especially in the service industry, if you can't take ownership of the people you're working with, it makes it very difficult for you to maintain yourself as a successful business. And to me, service is one of my absolute favorite aspects of just any sales environment or any business environment.
I've had a lot of younger girls that have come up under me, and I like to think that I was a role model for them. I was always, close to all the employees, and I'd like to think that, they not only learned their job from me, but they learned, things about life.
I try to be a role model for the children. Anybody in specific besides my daughter? No, but one of my faith beliefs is train up your children. And I want to do that so that they can look on me and go, I hope they can look on me and go, there's a godly woman that I want to emulate and be like.
Well, I don't have kids yet, but of course I want the same things for my kids that, like I just spoke about my mother being my role model. I want and hope that when I do have kids, my children would say, I want to be just like my mom.
I want to be the role model for anybody who comes my way. I definitely believe in not just talking the talk, but walking the talk. And to me, that's one of the reasons I look up to Princess Diana and my grandmother, because they're different people who not just spoke for certain beliefs, but they actually acted in those beliefs and provided a good role for others.
Role model for my boys. I want them to try and find someone, I want them to grow up and know how to treat a woman and know what's okay and what's not okay. And I don't want my boys to walk around and I don't want them to be known as trouble. I want them to be respectful, and I think they are. It's just, that's who I want to be a good role model for.
I believe it's important to honor women, the strength that they have, the courage. We have, I mean, we're women, we're the mothers of all. I mean, and it's important to honor that.
I think it's important because we have so many incredible women that need to be recognized, you know, and I think it's important to keep that going. I mean, here we've seen in the last few years just women taking roles that we probably never would have had before. You know, Sarah Palin running for vice president. Here we're going to have Hillary Clinton running for president. I mean, that's insane. Like, who would have ever thought that?
I think it's important for all women to, you know, understand that they have a place and that they're accepted. The money's still not there for women. I did jobs way above a lot of guys when I first started working, and they made more than I did. So I think any celebration or attention or spotlight that's put on women is important.
Because women, unfortunately, depending on the culture that you come from, are either completely shunned or, unfortunately, to a degree, forgotten.
Because we're women, you know. If there's still women out there in the Middle East that don't have the right to wear what they want to wear and, you know, do what they want to do, say what they want to say, and for us to be at that point, you know, we have to be role models for them over there, you know, to know that it is okay to stand up and do what you need to do. We celebrate a lot of other stuff. Why not celebrate women? It's the greatest creature God ever made.